President, we are on.
All right. I will call to order the Auburn Parks and Recreation Board March 24th, 2026 meeting at 6 p.m. at the Ricky Lodge in Auburn, Indiana at 6 o'clock. Acceptance of minutes. Has everyone had a chance to look over the minutes? Does anybody have a question or comment? If not, I'll accept the motion.
All right, Don, Wednesday, make a motion to accept the minutes of February 24th, 2026.
Allison Todd, I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion of minutes accepted.
Want me to sign the one that I have in my packet? Or we got-
No. Just send it around. Okay, introduction of guests.
Let's start with roll call, yeah? So tonight we have park board members Michael Kirovich, Don Lindsley, myself, Allison Todd. Park Superintendent Eric Dittmers is also present. And joining us today is the illustrious Kevin Webb and John Lees.
Illustrious and Golf Simulator Pro.
Committed member.
And Ben Norseman is absent. Okay, communications.
You have one item here in front of you for communication. This was sent to a lot of the city entities, and that entailed the overpass, and it's no actions needed, but it is for your awareness. We did get this via mail.
Mike Stafford.
Does it still count if I read it?
It's still
Two F's. FFORD.
Good.
Stafford. FFORD.
We might as well just for the record, the verbal record that Mike Stafford arrived at the meeting at 5 after 6. So Eric, we got communications, Auburn grade separation and overpass bridge project. Do you have any comments on that?
No, that was received in the mail. And it's just for the board's awareness. It went to a lot of different city entities.
There's no bullet points or anything you want to mention on?
Which overpass are they talking about?
It's the one by FXI in the wastewater plant on 427.
Oh, over the train tracks.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So this is just purely information.
It is. Yep, no action needed on that.
Okay, if there's no other questions or comments on the communications topic, then we'll go to new business. Auburn Little League request.
So we had a request come to us for for an announcer stand to be added on the southwest field of the South Quad. And there's a aerial lined out there where a little square box is on that corner of the backstop. And then a drawing then provided by Barry Blevins to, he is going to be the contractor for the construction project. Also, I contacted Building and Planning, forwarded them the set of plans here, site plans, and description of it. They will need to get a improvement location permit and electrical permit before they construct anything. It is, since it is for the city, it will be at no charge to the contract. We do have Mike Stafford here to speak on it if you have any questions.
So Mike, this is gonna be on the machine pitch field, not replacing the other one.
Mike, if you're gonna comment, come on up, please. Go to the mic and just give your name. Just for the recording of the meeting.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
And the permits, that's contingent on the approval of this.
Yes, so if you approve this, the contingency would be that the permits would need to be pulled by the contractor prior to construction.
So what's the timeline? What's the timeline
Timeline is good one.
when it will be complete?
Well, I can't tell you that because we don't have an approval yet.
If it's approved for this season?
Yes.
Any other questions for Mike?
So then, just because I run machine pitch, then that means we won't have to cross over to the other field to be able to have the announcement of the kids, because that'll be done
That's correct.
on our field that's already wired up for machine pitch.
Correct.
All right, awesome.
So again, I didn't quite hear the answer, but the construction of this thing, if approved tonight, would start within weeks, or what's your anticipation?
I mean, I'm not the contractor, so Barry would handle that, and I'm sure he will work it in, into his schedule. It's something that we put off for years, and we have been invited to host the Indiana State Tournament, Little League. And we'll use the two fields to do that, and so we would like to have it ready for that. Obviously, we'd like to have it done sooner than that, but as long as we're done in time for that, then we'll suffice.
Eric, do you have any
No,
comments?
I've met with Mike and Barry out there. We looked at the site. They're gonna put a slab down there, they're gonna tie that back into the concrete that's existing there, so there won't be any grass or any ADA concerns that I see there, or trip hazards. They are gonna stay off of the side of the catch basin right there, so we won't have to worry about drainage as it comes off the field. So I don't see it being a problem on the park's end.
Any other comments or questions?
None.
No. Well, I'll entertain a motion if there's one from the board. Otherwise, I'll make it.
Alex and Todd, I move to approve the Auburn Little League's request to construct an 8x8 press box on the South Minor League field.
Conditions. Well,
Second.
you gotta put the conditions in for the
Permits,
permits, yeah, the location permit and the electrical
assuming all permits are in place.
All right, Don Wensley,
permit.
second.
Seconds. Any other comments or questions? Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
get my 70 songs mixed up.
Hmm.
So I was getting my 70 songs mixed up when I have a second that motion.
Next item on the agenda is the Extreme Tour Skate Park request.
So this request came to us, we've had it for the last 3 years. We did have some further questions this morning that we did get a few answers to. Okay, now. So this event is at the skate park. It is the Extreme Tours. We would have a representative here for the event, but I don't see them. So I'm not quite sure what the delay was, but they were going to be here to present and answer any questions. But I did get a few questions. There's probably some more that the board may have that I'm not able to answer. But since we don't have a representative here to go over them. The event will be the 19th and 4 to 8 p.m.
4 to 8, did you say?
Yes, 4 to 8.
Just the 19th?
Just the 19th.
Oh, just the 19th.
Yes.
Oh, so not the 18th and 19th.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
that's good too.
We haven't had any problems in the past from this organization. They came in, utilized the end of the skate park for the event. They normally have a band there. They were not bringing any food trucks. They do have sponsorships that for the event, but it is the Extreme Tour. I believe the Culture Ship is the representative that is putting it on and communicating with the Extreme Tour individuals.
Now, you said there's gonna be a band, because I don't see that mentioned here unless I missed it.
They normally have music. I don't see it here. Last year, they did have music. I know they did.
So we're not talking just a jukebox kind of thing, we're talking
I believe it's like, no, I believe it's a DJ type.
DJ?
Mhm. Yep.
That's probably the bottom line on page 1 with more to come.
Yeah, that's good,
Yeah.
So is this like a competition?
My understanding is, yes, it is a competition. They give out prizes through sponsors prizes that are donated through the sponsors. It is a traveling circuit through this Extreme Tour, so they do it at several different times throughout the U.S. That's my understanding of what it is. It's free. There's no restrictions on people wanting to attend. There's no money that exchanges hands, is what I've been told. So it's basically free to the public to come in and sign up.
To participate,
Yes,
so local kids can.
yes.
Cool.
We do need, they do need an insurance policy, so that'll need to be in the motion for that to be covered. If approved.
Okay, so being that it ends at 8 o'clock, we shouldn't have any noise issue as far as music or anything like that. And it is at the skate park, so there's really nobody living close to there. Okay,
Yeah, they say here that they have obtained insurance and will provide proof.
yeah, but when until they
Provide it.
yeah. Till they do, unless Eric has it in his hands, we
I do not.
have a motion. So you don't see any red flags Eric?
No, I'm okay with approval for July 19th, from 4 till 8, with contingency that we have the insurance before the event. Yes.
So then would we wait to approve until we have the insurance in hand?
No.
No, we don't have to do
We can approve with that as a contingency. And if they don't do it, they don't get our approval.
that.
Okay, and they did assure you no food trucks.
They said that they weren't going to have any food trucks, but, yep.
I know, that's what happened.
Yeah, I know.
But does that mean then that our local food trucks won't show up?
Well, we know, that's, again.
I mean, they say they're not gonna have food trucks.
Yeah, we don't have them in the park. That all goes through the park board for approval for anything that comes into the park. It is up to the park board to approve those trucks to come in for any event inside of the park.
So if any local vendor wants to, they have to.
Have to go through
Have to
that
go through the
event
park,
and
okay.
then go through the park board.
Because they're saying you're expecting up to 300 people. It's gonna be a pretty good crowd. Okay, any other questions or comments on this? Okay, I'll entertain a motion if someone wants to make it.
I, Don Winsley, make the motion that we accept the Extreme Tour skate park event for the date of July 19th, contingent on their providing the appropriate documents showing they have insurance for that event.
From times 4 to 8.
From times of 4 to 8.
I'll second, Mike. Any other questions or comments? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Passes. All right. Next item on the agenda. YMCA 5K.
Yep, so we have the, why here, describe the event. We've had this in the past. They've utilized the trail as a pass-through. They do not, stage anything inside of the park. Therefore, they're seeking approval to utilize the trail. And John's here, if you have any questions, or you need to.
John, would you like to make a statement? Yeah.
All right.
Sign your life away at the microphone.
No, I mean, it's our 21st annual 5K. It's a fundraiser. We start and finish at the Y, and we just use the trail for the race. It starts at 8:30, and we're usually done by 10 o'clock.
That's June 13th.
June 13th, yes.
How many runners do you usually get for that?
Usually about 150.
Yeah, that's good.
Does that part of the trail include the crossing right over here between the soccer fields and here?
No.
Okay.
Okay, any questions from the board on this? All right, thank you, John.
Thank you.
No other questions or comments? Eric, you're
No, but I'm okay with either.
okay? I'll entertain a motion.
Allison Todd, I make a motion to approve the YMCA of DeKalb County's request to use the Racing Park Trail for their 21st annual 5K run on the date of June 13th, beginning at 8:30 a.m. and wrapping up approximately around 10 a.m.
I, Don Winsley, second that motion.
Okay, any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Hope it's a good day, weather-wise.
Yes, me too.
Thank you.
Okay, Mayor's Youth Advisory Council request.
So we have a request that came to us for utilizing the Memorial Park on June 5th of this year from 6:30 till 8 p.m. And they will host a family game night open to the community to participate. And I'm assuming it's games that are obviously family friendly. They might have a sack race. They might have some of those things that kind of go along with that. They might have a larger checkerboard and things. So there's some ideas that are being floated around right now. But the youth council is requesting is that the board approve the time and the date for that event.
Did you mention about insurance, Eric?
I don't know, since it's part of the mayor's youth council, whether insurance will be needed for that. I will contact Brandy. She is out at this point. So once I get some clarification on that, on exactly. If the board decides, then you may put that in my hands to make that determination too.
Okay. Any other questions or comments on this? Okay, if no other comments or questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I was gonna say it. Your turn.
Okay. I just want to give you guys a chance first. All right. I, Mike McCarowitch, will make a motion to accept the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council request for a family game night at Memorial Park, June 5th, 2026, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Giving Eric Dittmer the authorization to check and see if the city of Auburn needs insurance liability package.
Allison Todd, I second.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Passes. Next on the agenda, girls softball agreement.
This is the 2026 Reedy Park Field Use Agreement for the Auburn softball. And this lays out the kind of like a mutual understanding of what the organization provides and then what the city is responsible for. And this is just a layout of things that were already in place and verbiage that's already in place that was in past years, but it's memorialized in this agreement.
And you didn't see any red flags or issues?
This has already gone through the city attorney and then the co-presidents, I believe. It went through them. This is a request that the park board president sign this, date it, and this will go to Board of Works for a contract or agreement approval.
Okay. Just say here that the Parks and Recreation president needs to sign, is that correct?
That is correct.
And you'll have a copy for that.
I will give you,
Okay.
I will.
Just don't want us leaving here with
I'll make sure that you get that signed. But the motion will need to include giving you the authorization to sign that.
Oh, okay. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I, Don Winsley, make a motion that we accept the 2026 Reedy Park Field Use Agreement with the Auburn Girls Softball League, Inc. That commenced January 1st, 2026, ending December 31st, 2026. This agreement covering what is known as Reedy Park Fields 3 and 4, located 1850 North Indiana Avenue, Auburn, Indiana. And also with this motion, giving the board president the authorization to sign said agreement.
Okay, Mike McCarowitch seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed. It passes. All right. Any old business?
I don't have anything for the board.
Board has no old business, I'm assuming. That's superintendent updates.
Yeah, so we have, this is kind of our transition time. We're starting to get into, being outside and getting everything picked up from the season and all the snow that's been covered. So we've been working hard at that, trying to get the parks up and operational. We started, rolling the, turf on the athletic fields. We'll start then with aeration, and, we'll also have the guys in doing, the bleachers for Memorial Park. So all those were purchased last year, so we're starting to put all those together. About 6 different bleachers that are going together. So we're gonna concentrate on Memorial Park in the next upcoming month here, trying to get that park up and operational. There's cornhole that needs to be installed, there's table tennis, so there's a lot of things that need to be put back into that park as amenities. So we do have the picnic tables back underneath the shelter at this point, but a lot of those amenities are just need to be added, so.
Was wondering with the workout stations, are there going to be signs giving
Yep.
directions on how they're to be used?
Yes, we have those as part of that install, so yeah. We'll have
That question comes from my wife.
Yeah. What do you do with this, right? So, yeah, we have all that, so those will all be installed at every station. We have those in stock, we just need time to get in there. and board
Everything
them.
looks nice.
It's going
Grass
on.
is coming in nice on the ball field.
That's all I have for the board.
That's all you have.
I do have, I read something about Parks and Rec's gonna have a fly fishing, learn how to fly fish, that they're gonna use the pond to do that. I read that in the paper. I was wondering if,
Brand new information there.
It wasn't put out by the park department. I will look into it, but I'm not aware of. We do have a fishing derby that we do, but I don't
now this
know.
was
if
a learn how to fly fish.
Unless somebody's coming out to do that out at the pond, I don't know.
Just thought of it.
Yeah. It wasn't AI generated, was it?
How long ago did you read that?
Just within the last week.
If you could find that article, I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
I will.
Surprise, that's what you're doing.
No,
I'm
My sister-in-law-
I'm not the one to teach that, so I will.
my sister-in-law will be doing that, because that's who gets all the papers for my wife, because my sister-in-law doesn't want to spend money like that on subscription. And of course, they needed to know that for the public hearing.
Okay, any other comments on updates? Okay, we will then go to vouchers. There's a review of any questions on those. I see on the first page that safety cabinet for the 60 gallon.
Mhm. Yeah, so we've hired a firm and they do the safety OSHA training for us. The rest of the city did that. I went through the park board. SES is doing that. There was identified that we needed another cabinet, so that's what that was purchased for.
Yeah, they're not cheap, are they?
And they are not cheap.
But required, right? For insurance especially, I bet.
That's an OSHA requirement. You know, flammable, combustible.
Page 3 in the middle, Gas Flap LLC.
Yeah, so we have, new trade-in mower, replacement mowers that we traded in this year. These are flaps that cover the chutes. So when we're mowing around, areas that we either don't want grass onto, let's say sidewalks, that type of stuff, that flap can go down. If we're mowing where, we don't want things to be a projectile, and you pick up anything, those flaps can also go down. So that price is for 2 chutes for the mowers that are listed down, 2 lines down.
Okay. Well, that should save you some time then.
It should, well, a lot of times you have to pick directions, obviously, for mowing, but, we'll be able to have some flexibility with those.
I see we have the cost of the 2 40 horsepower mowers we approved, mowers that we approved last. Public services, page 5, second one.
Yeah, so this was something that was put in the description. It needs clarification, and the board needs to be aware of that, check number for Republic Services 98128. The first one, which is invoice number 0091-004471182, in the amount of $1,177.88, is for garbage services at the maintenance shop, not monthly gas service. So the description is wrong. So it just needs to be clarified through the board of that portion not being correct.
Then that begs the question about the next one down, 829, is that description correct? That's the garbage?
Yes, yep, that is correct.
So both of them are for that?
Correct.
Okay. Does that need to be in our motion, or is that just information?
That is just, needs to be clarification before you approve, so you have all the information needed for the approval. But yeah, it does need to be in the motion.
I'm sorry, what?
It does not need to be in the motion.
Any other questions? None? I'll entertain a motion.
So I, Don Wensley, make the motion that we approve vouchers for March 24th, 2026, beginning with invoice number 6992 and ending with voucher number 98132 in the total amount of $31,151.11.
Allison Todd, I second.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Vouchers pass. Okay, now, guest comments, announcements. Anybody have anything? All right, seeing nobody wants to make comments, we'll close that section and go to the announcements part. The next board meeting is scheduled April 28th, 2026 at the same place, Reedy Lodge, 6 p.m. Now, the note I want to make is I will be out of town next month at this time. So just so we're noted, Ben already knows, I've notified him, but do you two have any issues being here next
In
month?
April.
Okay, good, so we should be. Other than that, any other comments, questions from the board? Eric?
Do not.
Then I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Allison Todd, I move to adjourn.
Don Wensley, second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed.
It's been a minute since we've had a short and sweet meeting.